Hello traders, happy Thursday to everyone. Vladimir here. This is the daily live market review and we are today in 23rd of February 2017. Let's start with the FOMC yesterday, which I'll make it short for you guys. The bottom line is Federal Reserve members see another hike of the rates in the coming future. That's the bottom line. This is what's going on, and that was boosted up yesterday the dollar, and today we can see the exact opposite direction, and that makes sense. Normally such reactions happen as too much money jump in on the opportunity, and when nothing is certain, it's just in terms of rumors or basic idea, and it looks like that, and that's what we have today. So let's cover the opportunities which we find in the short term, and as it's Thursday, we will do it today, and tomorrow we just follow up our ideas. Let's start with the one that was activated yesterday. That's the euro versus the franc. It got a break of this wedge pattern. It's retesting it right now. It looks fine and looks correct, and as long as the support levels hold, the pressure remains bullish. I would expect these cycles to continue. Only if the last bottom will not hold, we can expect the pair to continue lower to around 105, 105.50 zone or so before the turn up will actually happen. So we trade it carefully, and risk reward is in a good term. Double cycle pullback, that's the target. As long as the risk reward is with us, we can always go and try. Even if we fail once, twice, thrice, remember the risk reward is the one that will lead you further on the long run. Nothing else. It's not about making good calls, it's about making right calls on right timing with the right risk reward. And that's all. That's what you have to do. And on the long run, the risk reward will keep you moving further. This is basically the whole game. So this is the first one. Next one we have on the list, which starts to be very interesting, as the pound dollar does the breakout here, holding, and we got the two waves retraced yesterday as we wanted, 1, 2. Now we are breaking above that. Looks good. We keep creating new highs. The lows are going up, so basically the bullish pressure remains on. And I would expect this pair to continue the rally. So what we had here, we had triple cycle up, correction in terms of range or triangle correction here, and I would expect the continuation up, first of all to these highs, and then according to the daily cycles to close the gap above 129 and further. So keep an eye here. Also starts to be very interesting pair, and I think worth to be. Next one on the list is going to be dollar yen. Dollar yen had triple cycle down, now correcting in terms of a range which make it look like we are going down. We are going to continue further lower and probably to cross for new lows. On the 1 hour chart, we got a double wave correction, then reacted by the range pattern here, okay, which is now breaking, so pullbacks a bit, and we can look for sells. Currently, higher highs are dropping down, lower lows keep creating themselves, the momentum remains bearish. Technically, we still have room to go further lower, so it looks good, it behaves good. Let's see if it can pay good as well. Next on the list is going to be the Oz Yen, which did not hold the intraday opportunity, but still remain under bearish pressure, still in this triangle pattern. Break below that should provide a sell opportunity to continue. Only if it breaks up, we'll let it go, because we might go and see new highs as well, technically. So we play it safe. We need to go below the triangle now, and only then look for the opportunities. Next one on the list is going to be the Aussie versus the Kiwi, which we expected to make the down move. We need two waves down, and then from around 106, slightly higher, slightly lower, we would start to look for the buy opportunities again. New Zealandian dollar reaching the top of the range as we wanted to see. So now we can start considering looking for the sell opportunities. The best way to do that in that cases is basically start to look for trendline breakouts, right? Retracing two waves, and then with the breakouts try to go in here, right? Well, that's about the New Zealandian dollar, which could be interesting opportunity to look for sells, and our sells are relevant as long as the last top holds, because this is where the range comes in, right? And as long as this is the case, we can look for sells. If we're gonna break above that, we will have to play very, very carefully. Euro Australian also reached the 136 area, classical zone for to look for buys. And again, two options to do that: one, investment; two, false breaks and continuation. We don't have false break yet. We only had here, so we need to go above this high, unless we will get a new false break about below this area, and then we go across this high, pull back and look for the buys. We want to go for buys and buys only. Yes, we could theoretically drop down to 132 area, but we are in zones where we have to start looking for the buys. And if you want to play more aggressive, we got 1, 2, 3 currently forming, break above this resistance, this high, and we can trade versus this bottom, expecting that to rally for us. Aggressive approach, so the risk should be accordingly very, very low. Remember that, very important, of course. Gold and silver. Silver did not hold this resistance, continuing further. The breakout of the trend line was not strong enough. Now it continues higher, which means we could expect that to take us potentially to the next levels, and the next levels would be around 19. Where is that disappeared? Here, around 19. We might climb all the way towards there, unless we're still around the 100, right? Unless it turns to be a false break and then we go below this low, which will make us go and look for retraces to trade the sell. It's a bit early to talk about such opportunities for now, but I definitely want to keep on our plan, especially for tomorrow and the beginning of the next week as well. Even if it does not go be played now, we still have to keep it on the list. Once it is relevant, we better be there. Aussie franc is the last one I have coming on the list, and this pair also wonderful zones coming. Take a look, guys. We are now around the 100 here and around 61.8 here. We are dancing in a very, very nice setup levels, as you can see here, right? Now we don't have false breaks yet. We do have the divergence though, but we could start look for sell opportunities. This is also a triple cycle. So the way to do that aggressively is the step trading idea, which means actually we got here double, so we can go and try this opportunity, right? Or the alternative way is step trading, which means we're gonna cross below this area and then go short versus these tops. Another opportunity. And of course we can trade a false break, which is like double, as I said, double down, double up. We can false break this top, break below this low, two waves, breakout, and go for sells. In terms of days, very important to check for top for the days, right? And we have a very powerful day, 23, which is today, very powerful day for top. No, it's very nice period. Look for the sell opportunities. Also, in terms of resistances, we are dancing here around a very powerful level as well. Now this big starts to look very interesting, very great potential trade, and we keep an eye on that. Euro pound also triple cycle up, 1, 2, 3, after bouncing from the 084 we have been talking about. So by ideal, we would want to get something like that and look for longs. Double cycle, we have the gap to close first of all, and then this double cycle of this. And basically, if you take a look, the 38.2 is very, very next to the gap. See that? So it could be very interesting one, as long as the last low holds, of course. And in terms of indices, we're still waiting for the false break to form. We didn't get it yet. Okay, we do have one to follow, and this is the current scenario. If we go and break below this last low we got around 23.54 for S&P, then and only then we can start talking about potential sells to take. Before that, no, just patience. It's all about that. So that's all for today, friends. Now just one note before I let you go for the weekend. Next week I will not be around due to some personal things the whole week, and I will not be able to record new daily videos. So the next week there will be no videos. I will try to create weekly forecast during the weekend and give you the plan for the entire week. I'll try to do that. Cannot currently guarantee. So I'll see you with the daily videos in 1 week after that. Okay, I will keep you updated, of course, when I will return and be able to do that again. Until then, you know the rules, you know the setups, you know what we need, guys. Remember, patience and timing. It's all about that. And of course, respect the risk reward. If you do, the market will respect you back. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your weekend. Yours, Vladimir Ribakov.